John Moschitta here, America's favorite fast talker with the year in review for 1980, just in case you missed anything. Whether it was Coke or Pepsi, 1980 started the decade off with a bang. We blasted into outer space with Buck Rogers and Tweaky and also watched Sugar Ray Leonard become a legend while Neil Diamond was busy breaking hearts in the jazz singer. But let's not forget Ricky Linderman doing some busting up of his own in My Bodyguard. Christy McNichol and Tatum O'Neal tried to lose their virginity at Little Darlings. Richard Pryor lit himself up freebasing, and Sir Paul McCartney was locked up in a Tokyo prison for possession. We didn't turn away from the Elephant Man. I am not an animal. Fruit roll-up scented lunchboxes, black and Hispanic Barbies entered girls' homes. And for future designers of America, they were fashion plates. AC/DC was back in black all the while the feel-good vibe of Christopher Cross was sailing from our speakers. And that is 1980 in a nutshell. Any questions? 1981 whizzed by like a penny racer looking for change. Nothing could stop Kurt Russell from escaping from New York. Then running sums up Chariots of Fires. Dun, 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 dun. William Hurt did the Freaky Deaky with Kathleen Turner. And kids dodged green slime whenever they said, I don't know. The Mandrell sisters battling it out for center stage. Country went pop. Pens became erasable. Computers became portable. Mel Brooks gave us a brief history of the world. And American Werewolves took over London. Everybody was working for the weekend. And Nell Carter finally made it to the top. Not to mention Deadflies. Oh my. That's 1981 for you in a nutshell. A $10,000 pyramid got raised to 25 big ones. Disney opened Epcot, and kids snoozed. Quest for Fire made us long for language, and Singing Cat sold out on Broadway. Teens discovered BMX bikes and a new place to smoke, steal, and drink an Orange Julius, like the mall. Headbands were hot, and mesh shirts were all for style and ventilation. First Blood introduced us to John Rambo. Rosanna was total bleeding lady, and Bow Wow Wow wanted candy, and Human League asked me, don't you want me, baby? People rushed to buy VCR, saying bye-bye Beta, and Drag got the musical treatment from Julie Andrews. And that is 1982 in a nutshell. A fake shark literally leapt off the screen and scared the out of, well, nobody. Quiet Riot proved that mental illness and musical acuity are not mutually exclusive. LeVar Burton showed us that reading on TV is not an oxymoron. Truly tasteless joke books brought dead babies some overdue recognition, and the Jerry Kroll saw the birth of a new brand of comedy. Michael Keaton became Mr. Mom, and moviegoers everywhere wept like a baby to terms of endearment. ZZ Top videos made boys' dreams come true, and long before American Idol, kids embarrassed themselves on Star Search. An annoying cartoon character put the whammy on anyone who pressed their luck. Goody Two-Shoes everywhere went crazy for the oh-soft and cuddly Monchichis. Jesse Jackson became a contender, and Mr. T proved that the cat-driving badass could have a soft side, and that, in a nutshell, was 1983. There was Sex with Dr. Ruth Westheimer. She's German short, and everybody was taking her advice. The Russians invaded, okay, only in Red Dawn, and a bunch of high school students saved the day. Girls wore mousse and stacked their bangs 9 feet high, making every day a bad hair day. Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner fought like dogs, while Cadet Carrie Mahoney taught us all about life in the police academy, while Children of the Corn scared the crap out of us. Rapping Rodney showed us that he could groove. Bloopers abounded thanks to Dick Clark and Ed McMahon, who brought us the hilarious hijinks right into our homes. And that is 1984 in a nutshell. You liked 1985. You really, really liked it. Let me paint a Bob Ross-style picture of how much fun we had. Helen Slater picked up some street cred in The Legend of Billie Jean. We ran home after school to play with my buddy, Papa Sour Patch Kid, and catch the premiere of the new Weird Al video. We were obsessed with obsession commercials. Almost as confusing as that annoying song, Studio. Huh? LT crushed Joe Theismann's legs in the hearts of Redskins, and Rocky IV crushed that commie Drago while those monster trucks demolished anything in their path. Bernard Getz became a vigilante, Bush's millions raked in millions at the box office, while Mick Jagger joined David Bowie for some dancing in the street. And that, in a nutshell, was 1985. 3 fake cowboys saved a Mexican village and taught us the valuable lesson about overcoming our own El Guapos. A snuggly teddy bear wouldn't shut the hell up about his favorite fabric softener. A class of overachievers proved that you can be smart and cool on head of the class. Jermaine Stewart showed us that real fun isn't about getting laid, it's just about a little dancing and cherry wine. Chuck Woolery tried his hand at matchmaking, and Steve Gutenberg beat out a robot for the affections of Alex Sheedy. Memorex made glass-shattering hip again, while Colonel Gaddafi laid the groundwork for future generations of evildoers. Rodney went back to school, and Hart came back better and bigger than ever. Kids played with their mad balls, and senior citizens got their own action hero in the lovely Angela Lansbury. Haley's Comet finally returned, while Cruz and Newman displayed their own color of money, and that, in a nutshell, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's Cher in Moonstruck. Snap out of it. Baby Jessica fell into the well. Spencer and Hawk worked for hire, and they caught a lot of criminals, but nothing fueled our adventurous spirit like Star Trek: The Next Generation. Black Monday hit, and all the rich people cried, and a few of them died. God appeared and told Oral Roberts to raise $8 million, and he did. The microwave made cooking fast, but you had to watch where you put your pet. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And just when you thought you were getting too old for this Riggs and Murtaugh blow off the big screen in Lethal Weapon, and that, in a nutshell, was 1987. De Niro did comedy in Midnight Run, and Gary Shandling made breakthrough television. Buster Poindexter busted out Hot, Hot, Hot. Cher robbed the cradle with the Bagel Boy, and Lita Ford joined the Boys Club with her hit Kiss Me Deadly. Jimmy the Greek became Jimmy the Racist, became Jimmy the Fire. TV viewers became amateur sleuths with unsolved mysteries. Leslie Nielsen slayed us in Naked Gun. Tom Cruise tossed cocktails. Teens called in on party lines, while Midnight Oil got political and the beds are burning. The mullet mutated into the rat tail. Attack of the Orange People. Tanning salons huge. And I became even more famous for fast talking. This one and this one and this one. And that, in a nutshell, was 1988. Any questions? The world was amazed by the stealth bomber until the bill came in, but we're even more floored by Kim Bassinger's $20 million purchase in Georgia. While Joe Montana kicked some serious Bengal butt, drove everyone as crazy as the fine young cannibals in that silly Noid. Leona Helmsley declared that only the little people pay taxes, which did not bode well for Rick Moranis and his tiny shrunken kids. We wept for Julia Roberts, so she should have just picked up the damn phone, called William Shatner, and dialed 911. Trevani issued a fatwa, light on Ozzy, close their eyes forever, and Paula Abdul was forever your girl. Swayze kicked ass out of the roadhouse while mermaids walked on land, and the biggest lesson of all, never ever drink and drive a giant oil tanker in Alaska. That was 1989 in a nutshell. What's left to say? That's a wrap.